All right, guys, welcome. All right, so what we're gonna do here today is it is December 3rd, 2024. This is my channel, Rhythm Raccoon Music. What we're gonna do to kick it off here is we're gonna go over my top 20 pop songs of all time, and this is in no particular order. And we're gonna give you guys some fun facts about some of your favorite songs. So here we go. So the first song we're going to do is from the movie Titanic. So Titanic came out, I think, in 1997. It's directed by James Cameron, huge movie. And the song is a song that we all know and love. It's Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. And kind of a sad song, kind of a girl song. But here's some fun songs here's some fun facts about the song My Heart Will Go On. So first, it almost didn't happen. The song was almost never made. James Cameron basically believed that it just kind of fell out of place in the movie. But James Horner, the film's composer, he secretly arranged a demo recording with Celine Dion. They did a demo of the song and let James Cameron listen to it, and it won him over, so it got a place into the song. And here's another fun fact about the song. Celine Dion recorded the vocals for the song in just one take. So the recording that you hear in the movie and on the soundtrack is that original demo. And let's see here. Got some other ones. More fun facts. Grammy sweep. The song was a massive success. And let's say they won Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the 1999 Grammy Awards. And the Titanic soundtrack also won Album of the Year, making one of the most celebrated songs in Grammy history. And let's see here. Got a couple more fun facts here. Global phenomenon, My Heart Will Go On topped the charts in more than 20 countries and became one of the best-selling singles of all time. And it's often associated with the emotional core of Titanic and remains one of Celine Dion's most beloved hits. Gosh, man, I remember at that time in my life, I was just really young. I was in grade school, and that whole movie just blew up. I mean, it was a huge cultural phenomenon. And let's do one or two more facts about this song. We're going to go on to the next one. Let's see here. The song won the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1998. It's one of the most celebrated film songs in cinema history. Yep, so that's pretty much what we're going to do as far as My Heart Will Go On. All right, we're going to keep the train rolling here in no particular order. The next song, and keep in mind this is my list. The next song we're going to do is we're going to do The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. And this is a little more of a contemporary song. All right, so we're going to do some fun facts about this song. So Blinding Lights by The Weeknd it spent 90 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, the longest run in the chart's history. And also holds the record for the most weeks in the top 10, 57 weeks. Yep. Also in the top 5 on the Billboard charts, 43 weeks. And let's see, here's some other fun facts. Super Bowl spectacle. So The Weeknd performed Blinding Lights as the grand finale of his 2021 Super Bowl halftime show. And the performance was iconic, and it basically featured dazzling light show, dancers dressed in red suits and face bandages. That was at the time the lead singer of The Weeknd was doing this whole kind of gimmick with where he had bandages and stuff all over his face. Let's see here. Abel Tesfaye. That's the lead singer of The Weeknd's name. We just call him The Weeknd. We don't need to know his name. We just call him The Weeknd. And here's some other fun facts. So despite its upbeat sound, the song's lyrics delve into the themes of loneliness and self-destruction. So this is kind of Here at Rhythm Raccoon Music, we love to go into the meanings behind songs. Um, so yeah, the song, it's kind of an upbeat song, but yeah, it has themes of loneliness and self-destruction. Let's see here. Here's another fun fact: the iconic red suit became that the Weeknd's lead singer wore basically became synonymous with Blinding Lights. He wore variations also in Save Your Tears. But yeah, he wore it at the Super Bowl, and that just kind of became his iconic thing. And here's some other ones. So here's some other fun facts. The song topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 4 weeks, and it was the biggest global hit of 2020, according to the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry. So I don't really know what they do. I imagine they do something with records. And so here's another fun fact. Critical acclaim. Despite its success, Blinding Lights was notably snubbed at the 2021 Grammy Awards, basically sparking industry-wide controversy, and many artists and fans criticized the Recording Academy for overlooking such a monumental track. So we know that a lot of times with these big companies, these big record companies, you basically have to follow the money. Here's a fun thing I see here. It says, "Blinding Lights is not just a song. It's a cultural moment, cementing the Weeknd's legacy in pop music history. Definitely a big song. I would put it next to Save Your Tears. I think they're right on the same level. Save Your Tears and Blinding Lights. Those are just both great songs. And I got a couple more fun facts here. Lockdown dance craze. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, as we all know and love that time in our lives, Blinding Lights sparked a viral TikTok dance challenge, and families and creators worldwide participated, spreading the song's popularity even further. So we know how much things can blow up on TikTok. So, yep, Blinding Lights it's a great song, and I put it on my top 20 pop songs of all time. All right, we're going to keep the train rolling here in no particular order. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. All right, guys, so the next song we're going to do Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. And this is a great song. I love Ed Sheeran. He's just got a really amazing catalog of songs. And so initially, here's a fun fact. Initially, this song was actually meant for another artist. He wrote Shape of You with Rihanna in mind, coincidentally enough. But however, as the song developed, Ed Sheeran realized that this was more suited for his own style, and he kept it for himself. And let's see. More fun facts. Streaming record breaker. So The Shape of You became the first song to hit 3 billion streams on Spotify and remains one of the platform's most streamed tracks. And let's see here. Got some more fun facts. Grammy recognition. Shape of You won the Grammy Award for the best solo pop performance in 2018, cementing its place in pop music history. And so here's some more fun facts. It's not really a traditional love song that we typically think of. It's definitely seen as a romantic track, but Ed Sheeran revealed that it's more about physical attraction than a deeper love story. And I mean, pretty obvious in the song. He's basically just like, "I'm in love with your body." And yeah, he's not really getting too much deeper than that. He just sees a hot chick, and he likes what he sees. And more fun facts here. The music video features Ed Sheeran training as a boxer, and a storyline about falling for a fellow fighter. So played by actress Jenny Pegowski. It has over 6 billion views on YouTube, making it one of the platform's most watched videos. So pretty crazy if you think about that. 6 billion views. And let's see here. Keep the train rolling. More fun facts about Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Chart domination. Shape of You debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 12 consecutive weeks. It was the biggest hit of 2017 and continues to be a fan favorite. The song's infectious rhythm and relatable lyrics have basically made it a timeless anthem. So we all know the song, we love it. And let's keep the train moving right now. We got 20 songs we got to go through here, so we got some ground to cover. Next one is a song that I'm sure everyone knows, timeless song. Bee Gees, Staying Alive. All right, and we all know the song. Staying alive, staying alive. Who doesn't know this song? This is a classic song. So here's some fun facts about Bee Gees, Staying Alive. So Staying Alive became a defining track of the disco era, and its infectious groove and memorable falsetto vocals have made it a timeless classic. It's a hard song to sing. You got to have that high pitch. You know, he's staying alive, staying alive. And so here's some more fun facts about Staying Alive. Movie magic. The song was created for the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. So this is back in the 70s. This is before probably a lot of the people who's watching before their time. Maybe not. Here in Rhythm Raccoon Music, we cover all periods, decades, probably from the 60s up. Probably don't go too far back past that. Maybe some of the Rat Pack. We might do some stuff like that. But so here's some more fun facts. It was for Saturday Night Fever, and it basically the song played a pivotal role in the movie, especially during Travolta's famous strut through Brooklyn. So, back in prime John Travolta time. Here's some more fun facts about Staying Alive. The song topped the Billboard Top 100 chart for 4 weeks in early 1970. It became one of the Bee Gees' biggest hits. You basically just have that and Night Fever. I mean, those are the Bee Gees' biggest hits. Okay, we got some more fun facts here. Grammy-winning soundtrack. Saturday Night Fever soundtrack featuring Staying Alive won the Grammy for Album of the Year in 1979 and became one of the best-selling albums of all time. So, yep. And here, some more fun facts. Cultural impact. The song has been featured in countless movies, TV shows, commercials, and this has basically solidified its place in as a pop culture staple. It's also heavily parodied and referenced in comedic contexts. It's just a great song. It's as soon as you hear it, you know what it is. And got a couple more facts. Timeless appeal. Decades after its release, Staying Alive continues to be a dance floor favorite and an enduring symbol of the disco era. So, we all know it. Ha, 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 Staying Alive, Staying Alive. I actually remember in the show The Office, there was an episode where, I don't know if they were doing CPR on a dummy or something, but it was, they were like doing CPR and they're like, ha, 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 Staying Alive. So they were using the cadence of the song to do CPR. It was really funny, but it just shows you how widespread and prevalent the song is in pop culture history. All right, guys, keep the train rolling. Got a lot of ground to cover here on Rhythm Raccoon Music. All right, next one we're gonna do is we're gonna take it all the way back to the '60s, and we're gonna do the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand. So this is like, they're such a legendary group, The Beatles are just legends. And I Want to Hold Your Hand was kind of one or more of their poppy songs when they first kind of started. So here's some facts about I Want to Hold Your Hand from the Beatles. So it was the first U.S. number 1 hit. I Want to Hold Your Hand was the Beatles' first song to top the U.S. charts, Billboard Hot 100. Basically marking the beginning of the British invasion in 1964. All right, more facts. Collaborative writing. John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote the song together on a piano at the home of Paul's then-girlfriend, Jane Asher, and it was one of their first true 50-50 collaborations. um, Beatlemania catalyst. The song played a huge role in igniting Beatlemania in the United States. So before we had boy bands, before we had Backstreet Boys and One Direction, um, the Beatles was the first kind of it group. They really started a whole movement. And more facts, a fan favorite. When the Beatles performed the song live, the audience's screams were so loud that the band could barely hear themselves, let alone the crowd. Can you imagine that hysteria in 1964? Here's a really fun fact, a German version. To appeal to their growing international audience, they recorded the song in German. So there's a German version of this song titled "Komm, gib mir den Hand." Komm, gib mir den Hand. So that's the German version. The German language is not as eloquent as English, but still that they did it. And more facts. So the song "I Want to Hold Your Hand" inspired future stars like Bob Dylan, and he famously praised the song. He initially misinterpreted the lyrics, basically thinking that they sang "I get high" instead of "I can't hide." So Bob Dylan loved to get high, and that's why he heard that. It was an immediate hit. "I Want to Hold Your Hand" was an immediate hit and sold over 1 million copies in the U.S. alone within 3 weeks of its release, becoming a symbol of the Beatles' global domination. That was back when they had CDs or they had albums or vinyls. And yeah. All right, we're going to do one more fun fact. Let's look here. Timeless legacy. Decades later, "I Want to Hold Your Hand" remains a symbol of the Beatles' joyous, unifying spirit and their ability to connect with listeners across generations. The song's infectious energy and historical significance make it one of the most important tracks in pop music history. So yeah, like I said, this is in no particular order, but it's definitely up there. All right, and we're going to keep it going with some more Beatles right now. We are going to do, because the Beatles have a huge place in pop music history. I know a lot of the TikTok kids are not going to appreciate it as much now, but it's historically, Beatles were huge. And next song we're going to do is we're going to do fun facts. We're going to do the Beatles song "Hey Jude." "Hey Jude" is kind of it's kind of more of a sad song, but towards the end it has more of like an upbeat, chorus and stuff. Here's some fun facts about the song "Hey Jude." So the song was for Julian Lennon. So Paul McCartney wrote "Hey Jude" to comfort John Lennon's son Julian during his parents' divorce. The original title was "Hey Jules," but Paul changed it to Jude because it sounded better in the song. And it was the longest single of its time. At over 7 minutes long, "Hey Jude" was unusually lengthy for a single in 1968. Despite its length, it became a massive hit and proved that radio stations would play longer songs if they were good enough. Chart-topping success. So "Hey Jude" was the Beatles' longest-running #1 single in the U.S. It stayed at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 for 9 weeks, and it also topped charts around the world. Epic sing-along outro. The song's iconic "Na Na Na" lasts for over 4 minutes, making it one of the most memorable and enduring parts of the track. Perfect for sing-alongs, both in concerts and among fans. So at the end of the song, it's basically "Na na 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 hey hey." Really classic. I think I've seen it in like car commercials, all kinds of stuff. All right, here's some more fun facts about "Hey Jude." John's interpretation. So the song was intended for Julian. John Lennon believed it was about him and Yoko Ono. Thinking Paul was subtly offering his support for their relationship. Here's a fun fact, hidden profanity. During the recording, you can fairly hear someone exclaim "effing hell" at the 2:58 mark. The accidental remark wasn't removed, adding a bit of Beatles lore for fans to discover. So we got a little Easter egg in there. And last fact, critical and cultural acclaim. Hey Jude is consistently ranked among the greatest songs of all time. Its timeless message of optimism and hope has made it a global anthem. So yeah, it's a great song. I think we've got some more Beatles in here, but we're gonna keep it moving right now with some more contemporary stuff. Next song's one of my favorite songs to sing when I'm doing karaoke. Alright, so the next one is Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson, Uptown Funk. Man, this song is so catchy and everyone knows it and everybody loves it. At this time, right now, December 3rd, 2024, Bruno Mars actually has a residency in Las Vegas. So that dude is over there performing throughout the week. And here we've got some fun facts about Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. So it was released in 2014, and Uptown Funk became an international sensation, topping charts in over 19 countries and staying at number 1 on the Billboard Top 100 for 14 consecutive weeks. Here's some more facts. Collaborative magic. The song was a team effort involving Mark Ronson, Bruno Mars, Jeff Fasker, and Philip Lawrence. They worked tirelessly to perfect the track with some sessions lasting all night. Lyric changes. So the original lyrics were slightly different. Bruno Mars improvised many of the iconic lines, including the unforgettable "Don't Believe Me, Just Watch." And I don't know if you've seen the music video, but they just look so cool. They just look so cool in the music video. And the music video is actually directed by Bruno Mars and Cameron Duddy. And it features live performances. It features performances in colorful suits, dancing on a city street, and perfectly captures the song's upbeat, funky vibe. And it has over 5 billion views on YouTube. Grammy Gold. Uptown Funk won 2 Grammy Awards in 2016. And the awards were for Record of the Year, and that was one of the Grammys. And it's basically solidified its status as one of the most celebrated songs of the decade. It's just everybody knows the song. And let's see here. Dance floor favorite. The infectious beat and catchy lyrics has made Uptown Funk a staple at weddings, parties, and dance events worldwide. It really has. I mean, everyone knows the song when it comes on. More records. So the song broke several records, including being the second longest running number 1 single on the Billboard Hot 100 in the 2010s, and the most streamed track of 2015 globally. All right. Last fact, tough production process. Mark Ronson admitted that creating the song was a grueling process with multiple versions and long hours in the studio. At one point, they were so stuck that Ronson almost gave up on it. Yep. All right, guys, let's keep the train rolling right now. Do love Uptown Funk, one of my favorite songs. All right, next one. Our next one we're going to do is Pharrell Williams' Happy. So everyone knows this song. It's a real upbeat, kind of fun song. And so he actually wrote Pharrell Williams wrote Happy for the soundtrack of the animated film Despicable Me 2. And it plays during a pivotal moment in the movie when Gru realizes he's in love. And the song was rejected at first. Before settling on Happy, Pharrell submitted several other songs for the movie that were rejected. The filmmakers loved Happy, and immediately upon hearing it, they decided to use it in the movie. This is a crazy fact. 24-hour music video. The song's music video was part of an ambitious project called 24 Hours of Happy, featuring 24 hours of footage with people dancing to the song. It was the world's very first 24-hour music video. So cool. It was an instant global hit. Happy topped the charts in more than 30 countries, including the U.S., where it spent 10 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2014. Oscar nominee. Pharrell Williams performed Happy at the 2014 Academy Awards, where it was nominated for Best Original Song. It didn't win, but it definitely became a memorable moment of that show. and unlikely recording location. Pharrell recorded this song in a tiny studio in Miami, proving that you don't need a massive production space to create a global phenomenon. Here's another fun fact. Clap along. The hand claps and happy were a defining feature of the song. They create an instantly recognizable rhythm that invites listeners to join in. And we're going to do one more fact before we move on about Happy. Chart history. Happy became one of the best-selling singles of all time, and with over 13.9 million copies sold worldwide by 2015, and it was also the most downloaded song in the UK at the time. All right, so let's keep the train rolling right here. I told you guys we're going to do some more Beatles. This is going to be the last one, don't worry. All right, so now we're going to do John Lennon's Imagine, which is it's a solo song, but he was one of the Beatles. And sadly enough, John Lennon, for people that don't know, he was one of the original Beatles. He was actually killed. He was actually gunned down by a crazy fan. I can't remember what his name was, but he was gunned down by a crazy fan. So it's kind of I don't know. The song is, for me, it's a very haunting kind of song because, John Lennon's dead. And he died, a long time ago. All right, so fun facts about the song Imagine. So the song was inspired by Yoko Ono. That was John Lennon's wife. Yoko Ono's poetry and ideas were a significant influence on Imagine. Lennon himself admitted that much of the song's content came from Ono's 1964 book Grapefruit. She was later given co-writing credits in 2017. This was, I think this was during the Vietnam War, that time in American history. So really kind of an anti-war song. A vision of peace. The song's lyrics envision a world without borders, possessions, or religions dividing humanity. It's become a universal anthem for peace and hope. And so the song Imagine was actually recorded at Lennon and Yoko Ono's home studio in England in 1971, and the intimate setting contributed to the song's emotional tone. So here's some facts about the chart's success. Although it initially peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the U.S., it has since become one of John Lennon's most recognized and celebrated works. Definitely one of my... he's not part of the Beatles. This is his solo project, but still one of the Beatles' biggest songs, or a Beatles' biggest songs. Cultural recognition. The song was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999. And it was named one of Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time. So here on Rhythm Raccoon Music, we will be doing the 500 greatest songs of all time. It might take us about 24 hours to go through them, but we're going to do it. It was the opening at the Olympics in 2021 in Tokyo. The song is a symbol of global unity and peace, so I would say that's a very fitting song. And last fun fact, timeless appeal. Decades after its release, Imagine continues to be a rallying cry for change, a song of solace in troubled times, and an anthem for those dreaming of a better world. All right, guys, let's keep the train rolling right here, right now. Next one is Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. Oh man, this is some bubblegum pop right here. You guys know it. So this song was released in 2011, and it basically became a viral phenomenon with fans and celebrities alike sharing their own creative versions of the song's lyrics through dance videos and parodies. Carly Rae Jepsen co-wrote Call Me Maybe with Josh Ramsey of the Canadian pop band Marianas Trench, along with 2 other collaborators, Tavish Crow and Brian Howes. The song's catchy melody and irresistible hook helped it climb the charts fast, hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, where it stayed for 9 weeks, becoming one of the best-selling singles of all time. Call Me Maybe topped the charts in 18 countries, including the UK, Canada, and Australia, and has become a staple of pop culture. Celebrity endorsements. The song became a favorite for celebrities, and a viral video featuring stars like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, and Ashley Tisdale And this basically helped propel it even further. All right. So the song's music video amassed millions of views on YouTube, and it basically became one of the most watched videos of 2012. It's got a playful vibe, and it's one of the most popular songs for lip syncing and dance challenges. Here's another fun fact. Call Me Maybe was the best-selling single of 2012 in the U.S. and broke records on Billboard's digital songs chart. It was also the first song to hit #1 purely based on digital sales. Very fascinating. Very fascinating time, because now, back then there was different mediums, but now digital is the way to go. Everything's digital. Last fact, the song was nominated for 2 Grammy Awards in 2013, including Song of the Year, which further cemented its impact on pop music. All right, guys, now we're going to go with another song that I love. And what we're doing now is we're going to do Born This Way, Lady Gaga. So here's some fun facts about Born This Way, Lady Gaga. So it was released in 2011, and Born This Way became an anthem for the LGBTQ community and for anyone who felt marginalized. Its lyrics celebrate self-acceptance, individuality, and pride in who you are. The song was written in one day. Lady Gaga wrote Born This Way in just one day. She mentioned that the lyrics came to her quickly, and she felt a deep connection to the message of self-love and freedom. Lady Gaga, the song was influenced by Madonna. The song has been compared to Madonna's Express Yourself because of its similar melody and themes of empowerment. Lady Gaga has acknowledged its influence, saying it was a tribute to Madonna's legacy. So I would say that, Madonna was one of the biggest stars for her time. So Lady Gaga definitely kind of became Madonna in her own way. Some more fun facts. The song was inspired by Lady Gaga's journey. She explains the song was inspired by her own struggles to accept herself and her identity, as well as by the messages she received from fans about the impact of her music on their lives. All right, we're going to do one more fact about Born This Way. So, the Born This Way Foundation. So, inspired by the song's message, Lady Gaga launched the Born This Way Foundation in 2012 to support the mental and emotional well-being of young people, particularly those from marginalized communities. So Lady Gaga definitely has a heart for people that feel marginalized. All right, guys. Next song is a song that you guys no doubt know and love. Adele, Rolling in the Deep. Oh, man, this is... You could have had it all. All right. So, man, Adele is so huge. Man, she's just cemented her legacy in the music world. Fun facts about Rolling in the Deep. Let's look here. All right, fun facts about Rolling in the Deep. It was released in 2010, and Rolling in the Deep was Adele's breakthrough single in the U.S., reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And staying there for 7 weeks. It helped catapult her to international stardom. The song was, like so many great songs, inspired by a breakup. And the song was inspired by a tumultuous breakup that Adele experienced. And it reflects her feelings of betrayal, heartbreak, empowerment, giving the song its raw, emotional intensity. Record-breaking success. Rolling in the Deep became one of the best-selling digital singles of all time. Over 20 million copies sold worldwide. It also became one of Adele's most streamed songs. The song won 3 Grammys in 2012. 3 Grammys. The Grammys were including Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Short Form Music Video, solidifying Adele's place as a global music sensation. So the chorus of Rolling in the Deep was inspired by a phrase Adele's ex-boyfriend used to say, "We could have had it all." This simple yet powerful phrase turned into one of the most iconic lines in pop music history. Um, it was a massive global success. The song topped charts around the world, including in the U.S., UK, Canada, and Australia. It became Adele's first song to chart number one in multiple countries. Um, so Rolling the Deep also made history by holding the number one spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks, and it was the first song by a female artist to top the charts for that long since Beyonce's Irreplaceable. All right, I love that song. Everyone knows it, so iconic. All right, we're gonna keep the train going right now. My next song in my top 20 pop songs of all time for Rhythm Raccoon Music is we're gonna do Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You. Oh man, this is for those people that really know how to sing good and they want everybody to know it. So this is vocal performance by Whitney Houston. Was it's an amazing song, and here's some crazy facts about the song that most people didn't know. So this song was originally written by Dolly Parton. That's right, country music legend Dolly Parton. She wrote and recorded this song in 1973. The song was a heartfelt goodbye to her former mentor and business partner, Porter Wagner. Whitney's version, however, transformed the song into a global pop and R&B anthem. So Whitney Houston's 1992 cover of I Will Always Love You was released as part of the Bodyguard soundtrack. This was a movie that came out in the 90s, and it became one of her most iconic songs. It's considered one of the greatest ballads of all time. I would definitely say that it's a power ballad for sure. If you've got any kind of vocal prowess, you are trying to sing this song. So this song, I Will Always Love You, and I will always love you. You know it. Spent 14 consecutive weeks at number one on the Billboard Hot 100, breaking records, becoming one of the longest running number one singles in the U.S. history at that time. It also became one of the best-selling singles of all time with over 20 million copies sold worldwide. It's not just a hit in the U.S. It topped charts in multiple countries, including the UK, Canada, and Australia. This song won multiple awards, including a Grammy Award for Record of the Year, 1994, just basically showcasing Whitney's vocal prowess and the song's incredible impact on the music industry. So here's a fun fact. Dolly Parton's often spoken fondly of Whitney's version, saying she was blown away by Whitney's interpretation. In fact, Parton has said that Whitney's version is the definitive one, acknowledging the beauty and power of her rendition. Man, can you imagine Dolly Parton saying that about a song that she wrote? And all right, we're gonna do one more fact about I Will Always Love You. Vocal technique. Whitney's control over the song's powerful high notes, especially during the final chorus, is often cited as an example of vocal perfection. It's one of the many reasons her performance of I Will Always Love You is remembered as a high point in pop music history. There's just something about it that's just so perfect, man. That song is just, gosh, it's an amazing song. Everyone knows it. Everyone loves it. All right, we're gonna keep it going here. All right, now we're gonna do. We did Lady Gaga, so we're actually gonna do Lady Gaga's inspiration, and we're gonna do Madonna. This is gonna take it back. Some people might not be as familiar with Madonna's catalog. So the song is Madonna's Like a Prayer, and I remember growing up with the song. My mom loved this song, and she would just blast it over and over again. So the song Like a Prayer was very, very controversial at the time. Because it had a lot of religious imagery in the song, and it got a lot of backlash from some different religious groups. But it became one of the most iconic Madonna songs. And the song has different elements in it. It's got pop elements, gospel, rock. It's got a choir of gospel singers. It pushed the boundaries of what was possible in mainstream music at the time. It's a great song. So Like a Prayer, it was a commercial success, and It topped the charts in multiple countries, including the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, where it stayed at #1 for 3 weeks, and it also became one of Madonna's most successful songs worldwide, solidifying her place as the queen of pop. And let's see here. So there was some controversy with Pepsi over the song. Madonna had actually signed a $5 million endorsement deal with Pepsi to use Like a Prayer in a commercial. However, after the video was released, Pepsi canceled the commercial due to the backlash over its religious content, though Madonna was still paid the full amount. That's a pretty sweet deal right there. They don't even use your song. All right, keep it going here. So the song was Like a Prayer was nominated for several awards, including a Grammy, and it's often regarded as one of the best and most important songs in Madonna's extensive catalog. All right, guys, we still got some ground to cover here, so we're gonna keep the train rolling. All right. Next, guys, we are gonna do. We're gonna do Britney Spears' "Toxic." And this is Britney Spears had some great songs, man. She had "Baby One More Time," "Oops, I Did It Again," and "Toxic" were probably her that was it, man. Those were the biggest songs for her. This song, "Toxic," it won Britney a Grammy in 2005 for Best Dance Recording, and it basically marked a huge milestone in Britney Spears' career. It had an iconic music video. It had kind of a James Bond girl-inspired character, a flight attendant, daring escape scene. The video was both critically acclaimed and visually striking. It was a massive success on the charts. It was a major commercial success, reaching the top 10 in multiple countries, including #1 in Australia, #9 in the Billboard Hot 100 in the U.S. Became one of Britney's most successful songs in terms of chart performance. So "Toxic" was written by Christian Carlson, Pontus Winberg, Kathy Dennis, and Henrik John Back. The song's lyrics describe a toxic and addictive relationship using metaphors for love and desire. Britney herself spoken about how she connected with the song's theme of intense, almost dangerous attraction. I always like to sing this if I'm singing karaoke. I always like to, if I'm with a girl, I like to sing this song and just look right at them. Let's see here. So "Toxic" was a critical comeback for Britney Spears. It was seen as the comeback for her following some challenging years in her personal life. And the song and the album that it was on, "In the Zone," it basically helped reestablish her as one of pop's biggest stars. So over the years, "Toxic" has basically continued to be a fan favorite and is considered one of Britney's greatest songs, one of her most enduring songs, and yeah. All right, let's keep the train rolling here. We got some more songs to do. Oh man, we gotta get one here. All right, now we're gonna do ABBA, "Dancing Queen," young and sweet. Only 17. Oh man, I love these old songs. I don't know what it is about them. They were before my time, but I love them. Let me fix this mic. All right, guys. All right. So, "Dancing Queen," it was released in 1976. It became ABBA's first and only song to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Also topped the charts in many countries, including the UK, Australia, and Sweden, because ABBA is Swedish. So the song was inspired by youth and freedom. It was written by ABBA's Benny Andersson and Bjorn Ulvaeus, and it was inspired by the carefree feeling of youth and the joy of dancing. The lyrics capture the excitement and emotion of a young girl dancing in a club, carefree and full of life. Young and sweet, only 17. That's a lyric from the song. Magical melody. It's considered one of the most perfect pop tunes of all time, known for its catchy, uplifting chorus and its orchestral arrangement, which combines the glam of disco with lush, sophisticated pop elements. This is ABBA's favorite song. All the members of the group ABBA basically consistently said that "Dancing Queen" is one of their favorite songs to perform, and they were thrilled with the reaction from the fans, and it quickly became a signature song for the group. This song, Dancing Queen, became one of ABBA's most commercially successful tracks, selling over 10 million copies worldwide, and it continues to be one of the best-selling singles of all time. And the song's success was not just confined to its initial release. It made numerous returns to the charts, including after its inclusion in the musical Mamma Mia and its use in the film adaptations. It's one of ABBA's most enduring songs. So Dancing Queen was featured prominently in the 1999 musical Mamma Mia, which was mostly based on ABBA's music, and the song remains a central part of the film adaptations. Dancing Queen is credited with helping to define the disco era and remains one of ABBA's most important and influential songs, shaping the sounds of the 70s pop and dance music. All right. I do love Dancing Queen. Next, we could not do the top 20 pop songs of all time without including the king of pop. And if I was doing this by like countdown to number one, I would probably put this at number one. Honestly, it's one of my favorite songs. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Billie Jean is not my love. You know the song. And it's a groundbreaking track. It was released in 1982 as the second single from Thriller. Billie Jean became one of Michael Jackson's signature songs. It was a critical and commercial success, topping charts worldwide and solidifying Jackson's place as a global superstar. So this was the moonwalk debut. Michael Jackson's first performed the famous moonwalk dance during a live performance of Billie Jean on the TV special Motown 25 in 1983. And that performance was a pivotal moment in Jackson's career, marking the introduction of one of his most famous signature moves. So Billie Jean was inspired by real-life experiences Michael Jackson had with obsessive fans. He reportedly received letters from women claiming that Jackson was the father of their children, which served as the inspiration for the song's story. Funny enough, there's a guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he actually claims to be the kid from the song, and he looks just like Michael Jackson. I think he's actually a singer. It's super crazy. I mean, he looks just like Michael Jackson. So I don't know if it is his official love child, but the similarities are striking. Billie Jean became one of the biggest hits of Michael Jackson's career, staying at number one on the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 consecutive weeks. It was also a major international hit, reaching number one in several countries. Billie Jean earned numerous accolades, including 2 Grammy Awards in 1984 for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance and Best R&B Song. It was also a major factor in the success of Thriller, which became the best-selling album of all time. So that just shows you, I mean, he was the king of pop. Billie Jean has frequently performed in concerts and has appeared in countless movies, TV shows, and commercials. Its influence on pop culture is immeasurable and continues to be a symbol of Michael Jackson's musical genius. Billie Jean, man, such a legendary song. All right, guys, we only have, let's see what we got here. All right, we got 2 more. Got 2 more, guys. So the next one we're going to do is somebody that you all know and love. We're going to do Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. And it is December 3rd, 2024. Man, Mariah Carey's also got that other song. It's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Or hold on one second. You know the song. Honestly, I would say this is up there. I mean, this is almost just as popular as We Belong Together. The Christmas song is All I Want for Christmas Is You. Man, that song is just huge. But we're going to focus on right now. We're going to focus on We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. So it was released in 2005, and it marked Mariah Carey's huge comeback after a brief period of commercial struggles. The song became a critical and commercial success, revitalizing her career and cementing her status as one of the greatest vocalists of all time. We Belong Together spent 14 consecutive weeks at number one on the Billboard Hot 100. That's a long time, guys. And it made it one of the longest-running number one singles of the 2000s. It also topped charts around the world, becoming one of Mariah's biggest international hits. The song was inspired by Mariah's own experiences with heartbreak. It was written during a difficult time in her personal life. It was written by Mariah Carey. She co-wrote and co-produced We Belong Together with Jermaine Dupri and Brian Michael Cox. And the collaboration marked a return to her signature blend of pop and R&B, as well as her ability to create emotionally resonant songs. So this song won 2 Grammy Awards in 2006, including Best R&B Song and Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. And it was also nominated for several other Grammys, further solidifying Mariah's place as a musical legend. Let's see here. So We Belong Together broke several records upon its release. It became Mariah's 16th number one hit on the Billboard Hot 100, making her the second artist in history to achieve that milestone after the Beatles. That's pretty amazing if you really think about it. The song is widely regarded as one of the best R&B ballads of the 2000s. Its lush production, combined with Mariah's emotional delivery, helped reinvigorate the R&B ballad genre and influence many artists in the years to come. We Belong Together was a return to the style that initially made Mariah Carey famous. Melodic pop with deep R&B influences, it solidified her comeback after her previous album Glitter, which had not performed as well commercially. Yep. Let's see what we got here. Yep, Mariah Carey. I do want to do some real quick. I want to see some fun facts. I want to let you guys know about some fun facts about All I Want for Christmas Is You. With Christmas upon us, man, this song is just played out. Everyone knows this song. It was released in 1994, and it became one of the most iconic Christmas songs of all time. And it did not reach number one on the Billboard Hot 100, but since then it's topped the charts numerous times, especially during the holiday season, and remains one of the most commercially successful holiday songs. The song All I Want for Christmas Is You was written in one day. She co-wrote and co-produced the song with Walter Afanasieff in just a single day. It's inspired by her desire to create a Christmas song that wasn't about the typical snowy scenes or traditional Christmas themes, but rather a fun, upbeat love song for the holidays. Record-breaking. The song has broken numerous records, especially on streaming platforms. In 2019, it became the first holiday song to reach number one on the Billboard Hot 100 in over 60 years and continues to climb the charts every December. The song has had incredible staying power. I mean, this is, it's 2024. God, that's for 30 years ago? Man. It's been played during every holiday season since its release, and it's widely considered to be one of the greatest Christmas songs of all time. Man, it is definitely a cultural phenomenon. This song has just become so ingrained in holiday culture in the United States. It's often parodied just because it's just played endlessly during the holidays. You hear it so many times. It became the first song ever to reach number one on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2019. This is a fun fact. Hold on. 2019, All I Want for Christmas Is You became the first song ever to reach number one on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in every year of the 2010s, achieving its status as a holiday classic that continuously climbs the charts each December. So yeah, I'm gonna move on now, but just a testament to Mariah Carey's legacy. She's got, everyone knows that song, everyone loves it. All right. Let's see here. We got one more. Give me just a second here, guys. All right, guys. So the last song that I'm gonna go over here, I don't know. I don't think I missed any. The last song we're gonna do is Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. This song is so legendary. I remember when I was a kid watching the movie Wayne's World, and they have like this whole scene where they're like singing the song, they're driving around in the car, and it's just hilarious. This was before I even knew about Queen or the song. But man, this song is so legendary. I don't know if you guys saw the movie. There's a movie that came out. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody in 2018. It's got Rami Malek in it playing Freddie Mercury, the lead singer of Queen. Such an awesome movie. Really, really gives you kind of a backstory of Queen. I wanted to share some fun facts with you about Freddie Mercury real quick. Hold on a second. So let's look here. This is a crazy fact. So Freddie Mercury, one reason he had his iconic sound, he was born with 4 extra teeth known as mesiodons, and the additional incisors caused overcrowding in his front teeth, pushing them forward and giving him a large overbite. The extra room in his mouth from his upper jaw helped contribute to the incredible range. And yeah, so he had extra teeth, and it helped his vocals. All right, so here's some fun facts about Bohemian Rhapsody. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. And keep in mind, this is number 20 on Rhythm Raccoon Music, but these are in no particular order. So all these, and the reason they're not in any particular order is because all of these artists have, really, they're all number 1 in my book. I mean, this is the top 20 of all time. I mean, these are some legendary artists. Okay, so fun facts about Bohemian Rhapsody. So it was almost 6 minutes long, and this was an unconventional length for a single, especially in the 1970s. And despite this, it became one of Queen's most successful songs, reaching number 1 on the UK singles chart for 9 weeks. Bohemian Rhapsody is unique in that it doesn't follow the standard structure of pop songs. It's got a instead of a repeating chorus, it has multiple sections, including ballad, opera, hard rock, and progressive rock, all seamlessly transitioning. Freddie Mercury wrote Bohemian Rhapsody and had a clear vision for how the song should sound. He famously said that he didn't want any sing-along parts in the song, making it more theatrical and complex. The operatic section of Bohemian Rhapsody is one of its most memorable parts. It features elaborate harmonies, including mock operatic elements like references to characters such as Scaramouche and Beelzebub, and the section was entirely recorded by the band using multi-tracking to layer their voices. So the music video for the song was groundbreaking for the time. It's considered one of the first true music videos. It was filmed in 1975 and helped establish the format of conceptual music videos, with the band performing the song in front of a black backdrop and using dramatic lights and visual effects. Bohemian Rhapsody became a massive radio hit. Queen convinced radio stations to play it by encouraging them to feature the song in its entirety, despite its length, which was unconventional at the time. The song topped the UK singles chart for 9 weeks and became one of Queen's most commercially successful songs. It has also been one of the best-selling singles of all time. So, Freddie Mercury's influence. Freddie Mercury's wide-ranging musical influences are reflected in Bohemian Rhapsody, and it mixes genres from opera to rock, influenced by both his love for classical music and his affinity for 1970s rock and glam. The song's impact on albums. The success of Bohemian Rhapsody helped cement Queen's album, A Night at the Opera, from 1975, as one of their most significant records. The album received critical acclaim that include other notable songs like You're My Best Friend and Love of My Life. The lyrics. The meaning of the song's lyrics has been the subject of much speculation. Freddie Mercury never fully explained what the song was about, but it is often believed to be a mix of personal reflections, a fictional narrative, and references to operatic characters. Okay, this is what I was talking about when I first started talking about the song. So Bohemian Rhapsody experienced a resurgence in popularity after being featured in the 1992 movie Wayne's World. And the scene in which the characters enthusiastically sing along to the song in a car introduced the classic to a new generation leading to the song's re-release and chart success. So, here's another fun fact: live performances. Queen often performed Bohemian Rhapsody in concert with a pre-recorded backing track due to the complex layers of the song. One of their most famous performances of the song was at Live Aid in 1985, which has become an iconic moment in rock history. Yeah, in that movie, the movie I was just talking about, Bohemian Rhapsody from 2018, they recreate that scene. So Live Aid was a concert, I guess, to help people with AIDS or something, and which sadly enough, that's how Freddie Mercury died. He died from AIDS. But if you find that video online of him performing that song, I mean, the crowd is so huge. Hold on a second. This is a crazy fact. 72,000 people were in attendance at Wembley Stadium in London for Queen's performance at Live Aid. 72,000 people. That's an insane amount of people. It looks like 72 million if you look at the video. It looks insane. Okay, here's another fun fact. Record breaking in 2018. Following the release of the Bohemian Rhapsody biographical film, the song re-entered the charts and set a new record by becoming the first song to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify, continuing its legacy decades after its original release. Yeah, the song is just, man, it's such a legendary song. Bohemian Rhapsody is the song. It is one of these songs. So, all right, we're going to do a quick recap here, and then we're going to close this out for Rhythm Raccoon Music. I want to say first and foremost, guys, thanks for hanging out. I know this was a long video, but we're going to have many more videos just like this. And you don't have to stay through the whole one, but I just think I'm a fan of history and I'm a fan of music, so I love going over these songs like this. All right, so we're going to go through the songs I just did, and in no particular order. We're going to go through the order that I started talking about them in. But in my opinion, all of these are number one because these are all the number one pop songs of all time, but they're just so different and so varied. All right, so number one was Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On from the Titanic soundtrack. Number two was The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. Number three was Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. Number four was Bee Gees, Staying Alive. I love these songs. I want to just sing them, honestly. But I'm not going to. All right. Next one is the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand. And there's really no music video for that song. I think it's just a black and white video. Anyways, number one, Celine Dion, Weeknd, Blinding Lights, Ed Sheeran, Shape of You, Bee Gees, Staying Alive. Number five was the Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Number six was the Beatles, Hey Jude. And number seven was Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk. And let's see, number 8 was Pharrell Williams with Happy. Number 9 was John Lennon, Imagine. Number 10 was Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. And number 11 was Lady Gaga, Born This Way. Number 12 was Adele, Rolling in the Deep. Number 13 was Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. I skipped one. Darn it. All right, we're going to do, hold on one second here, guys. I'm glad I went back to look. All right, so the song that I missed was Rihanna, Umbrella. So, man, this song is so, gosh, I remember where I was at. It's crazy how music can just take you back to a certain time in your life. So, Rihanna, Umbrella. It was a massive global hit. It was released in 2007. Became one of Rihanna's most iconic songs and one of the best-selling singles of all time. Top worldwide charts, reaching number 1 in over 13 countries, including the U.S., U.K., and Australia. Rihanna did this song. It was a collaboration with Jay-Z, Features a guest verse from rapper Jay-Z. He helped introduce the song by appearing in the intro. It was written by a team of hitmakers. It was written by the Dream Team: Christopher Tricky Stewart, Cuck Harrell, and Jay-Z. Track was produced by Tricky Stewart and features a catchy, instantly recognizable beat and hook. Umbrella marked a shift in Rihanna's musical style, showcasing a more mature and urban sound compared to her previous work. So Umbrella was a chart-topping hit for 7 weeks in the U.S., and it set records for both Rihanna and Jay-Z. It was Rihanna's first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped her win several awards, including a Grammy for Best Rap Song Collaboration in 2008. Let's see here. So the inspiration behind the song came from the metaphor of an umbrella, something that provides shelter and protection. The song's message of support and loyalty resonated with listeners, and its themes of unconditional love and friendship made it a relatable anthem. The song won numerous awards, including MTV Video Music Awards, Teen Choice Awards, and more, and it was included in various Best of the Decade lists. Man, Rihanna, she's got so many good songs. I mean, she is a legend. So, sorry, Rihanna. Sorry I forgot you. I glazed over you. I skipped it between Whitney Houston and Madonna. All right, so we're back to the top 20. We're doing the recap right here, right now. All right, so number 1 was Celine Dion. Number 2 was The Weeknd, Blinding Lights. Number 3 was Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. Number 4 was Bee Gees, Staying Alive. Number 5 was The Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Number 6 was The Beatles, Hey Jude. Number 7 was Mark Ronson, Uptown Funk. Number 8 was Pharrell Williams, Happy. Number 9 was John Lennon, Imagine. Number 10 was Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. Number 11 was Lady Gaga, Born This Way. Number 12 was Adele, Rolling in the Deep. Number 13 was Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Number 14 was Rihanna, Umbrella. Sorry, Rihanna. Number 15 was Madonna, Like a Prayer. Number 16 was Britney Spears, Toxic. Number 17 was ABBA, Dancing Queen. Number 18 was Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Number 19 was Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. And number 20 was Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. All right. So that's my list, guys, here on Rhythm Raccoon Music. Top 20 pop songs of all time and fun facts about the songs and artists. So this is so many great songs. All right, so I wanted to do just a couple of honorable mentions real quick. So a couple honorable mentions. First one, Like a Virgin, Madonna. She did this whole performance at the VMAs back in like the 80s where she was dressed up in like a wedding dress and she was rolling around on the stage, and it was a huge thing. Superstition, Stevie Wonder. Man, such an iconic song. Rehab, Amy Winehouse. Wannabe, Spice Girls. Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. Vogue, Madonna. So many great songs, but you can see it's a lot of the same artists still. But yeah, so let me close this video out here, guys. Give you guys kind of my final thought here. Music is it's such a huge part of our lives, and it's amazing how a song can just take you back to that time in your life, what you were doing. You remember it perfectly. It immortalizes that moment in your life. I know it does for me. I remember being little and watching Wayne's World for the first time, watching Bohemian Rhapsody. I remember working at this not that great job back in like 2008, I think, when Umbrella came out, from Rihanna. Man, it just really immortalizes that time in your life. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for checking out my video. I've got so much more great stuff coming your way here at Rhythm Raccoon Music, and I just wanted to say that I love you all. Thanks for taking this ride with me. I've got so much good stuff to show you guys. And yeah, I just want to go ahead and close this out. And yeah, let's see here. Sorry guys. I'm not trying to make this too perfect. I'm just trying to, put something out there that you guys are gonna really love. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today here at Rhythm Raccoon Music. I love you guys all, and I'll see you soon.